Hey gang, this is Andy over at the Facebook Live TV show, and things are heating up in the live streaming world. It is getting crazy, and so I thought I'd come on and just talk a little bit about what I've been reading in my news feed. If you are not doing this, if you are not whatever your niche is, if you do not have Google alerts connected to those things that are related to your expertise or related to your niche or related to whatever it is you're marketing, you're making a huge mistake. So you go into Google, and you could actually go into Google and type, if you don't know how to do this. You're just going to type in Google Alerts. You're going to hit the return. I had to look down, hit the return button, and then you'll just click on where it says Google Alerts, how to set it up, or whatever it is. I'm not sure what it's called. You're going to click on that, and then you are going to set up your Google Alerts based on what it is that you want to know. So if it has to do, like with me, live streaming, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, I get alerts every day on the news that's happening. And so again, it's a great way to stay connected to what's happening in your world. All right. So what I'm talking about is that, really right now, it is a very interesting. I think it's fun, especially since I'm in primarily right now in the streaming thing, and really following it and paying attention to what's going on. And it's just so interesting to watch YouTube and Facebook battle it out along with Netflix and Amazon Prime in regard to what people are going to be watching on television. Because they have TV apps. You can find most of them on Apple TV. Amazon Prime isn't on there yet, but I heard it. One of the most recent Apple announcements they did. They said that was actually going to be an app in the Apple Store, but I haven't seen it yet. I keep looking for it. But Facebook has an app. Has all the videos on it. I watched my Facebook Lives from yesterday on the television just to see how they looked and see what I was doing. And I got caught up in watching my own Facebook Lives. You can watch other people's Facebook Lives. You can watch the news on Facebook Live. But it's getting very interesting. Remember, I made an announcement the other day that Facebook announced Facebook Watch, which is going to enable you to create your own TV show with episodes on Facebook. Right. Well, today, the second phase of YouTube Live, and I'm going to I'm going to actually pull this out because that worked out really well yesterday. I'm going to be sharing my screen here and showing you the article. I just got to move it over to my other screen here because that's how it worked best yesterday. So why not repeat what worked? All right. So, and I'm going to pull out the other tab here. Hold on. I'm just pulling it over to my other screen so that it works the same. All right, so we are going to be sharing our screen here. And if you don't know this, but YouTube Live is turning into a TV station. All right, so here I am getting ready to share my screen here. There we go. Stand by, here it comes. Send up the broadcast. There's a couple steps here. There we go. All right. I always forget which one to click on. I believe that's the one. Good. All right. Got it. All right. YouTube Live is going live in 14 new markets today. This just came out today, August 17th, 2017. 17 more in the coming weeks. There are plenty of options when it comes to streaming video services where cable TV is mostly dependent on the single service provider in your area. Online, you have services like Hulu, Sling TV, DirecTV Now, PlayStation View, and YouTube TV. Right now, everyone has video demand down, but the next frontier is live broadcast television. In what could only be described as a streaming television arms race, online services are looking to scoop up as many broadcast channels as possible. YouTube TV seems to be making the most headway thanks to a partnership with Sinclair Broadcasting Group, who owns the biggest local broadcasting station in the U.S. What does this mean for YouTube TV subscribers? Well, say hello to ABC, CBS, Fox, and NBC affiliates, as well as the Comet TV, never heard of it, Tennis Channel, My TV, and CW affiliates, which will be available for streaming. This gives YouTube TV a nice leg up on the competition, which also have deals with Sinclair, but nothing like what we're seeing with YouTube TV. A Sinclair spokesperson told CNET that PlayStation Vue picked up Fox and CBS affiliates. DirecTV has ABC stations, but Hulu and Sling TV don't have a single Sinclair station. Along with that news, there are 14 new markets gaining access to YouTube TV starting today. And there's the list: Baltimore, Boston, Cincinnati, Columbus, Ohio, Jacksonville, Brunswick, Las Vegas, Louisville, Memphis, Nashville, Pittsburgh, San Antonio, Seattle, Tacoma, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, West Palm Beach. The other 17 that they already have are Austin, Birmingham, Cleveland, Akron, Denver, Grand Rapids, Kalamazoo, Battle Creek, Greensboro, High Point, Winston-Salem, Harrisburg, Lancaster, Lebanon, York, Hartford, New Haven, Indianapolis, Kansas City, Milwaukee, Norfolk, Oklahoma City, Raleigh, Durham, Salt Lake City, San Diego, and St. Louis. San Diego, oh my gosh, LA, Orange County are not on that list yet. I just need to check it out. Wow, YouTube Live, YouTube TV, it's going to be something else. All right, now let's see what Facebook's got going on. And, actually, let me go ahead and come back to my screen here really quick. Gotta drop this down. Here we go. All right. So, I talked about Facebook Watch the other day, and it's going to allow you, like I said, to create your own TV shows. And also Facebook Live is trying to get some stations, I understand, and do the same thing that YouTube Live is doing, YouTube TV is doing. It's really awesome. I mean, it really is amazing what is going to be available to us, to you, to be able to broadcast and to be able to capture people's eyes. I mean, it is so simple now for the average person to create their own TV show. I remember that you could kind of create some cable stations on some, whatever channel, 392 or something like that. There were some ways you can do that kind of stuff. I didn't know how to do it, and I never did it. But now it's just as simple as clicking and going live. I just did that right now, right? I go to BeLive.tv, I put in a couple things, and I hit live, and I'm live broadcasting potentially to 2 billion people, right? I have that ability. I just have to be, have to be interesting. I don't know about that. You have to be engaging, and you have to begin to build your audience, right? Through means like, campaigns and Facebook ads and things like that. And you will begin to create a following of your own in Facebook Watch. But now you have YouTube Live and YouTube TV. It's who you're going to be with. You're going to be in the same space as ABC, NBC, CBS, and who else did they say? Sorry. Well, with Hulu and Sling TV, I mean, you have this ability now to be able to be there with your syndicated show, just like the big networks. And it is something else. All right. So now in Facebook, they had something that they came out with today that they're talking about. And Facebook is testing a feature in Facebook newsfeed that provides customized links to news and topics of interest in individual users as the company continues to search for ways to increase the amount of time that people spend using the world's largest social media network. Now, that is the thing that they have, right? They have 2 billion people, and people are on Facebook constantly. So even though YouTube TV may be a little bit of ahead as far as getting broadcast stations and networks into their grasp, Facebook has a lot of people on it, right? And so it won't be hard for them to catch up, I think, if they, do it right. The offering called Featured Topic is being tested on news feeds. The core of Facebook, each selected item includes a couple of sentences of text on a subject, a link to a news story, and a photo, according to an example seen by Reuters on Thursday. Facebook confirmed that the feature was in testing and said it was designed to help people discover stories that might be relevant to them. The company makes frequent changes to the news feed, typically testing potential features at length before making them official. Facebook's news feed includes items posted by a user's friends and family, displayed in an order according to Facebook's algorithms, as well as ads and posts from outlets that a user likes. Many media companies, however, provide their subscribers with lists of stories that correspond to readers' individual interest based on the use of news sites. Presenting news stories has been tricky for Facebook. In May 2016, Facebook changed the procedure behind its trending topics section after news reports alleged that the company had suppressed conservative. Oh, I was supposed to be sharing my screen here. Sorry about that. Let me get that back up there. Oh my gosh. All right. I'm a professional. News alleged that the company had suppressed conservative news, and a Republican U.S. senator demanded more transparency. Facebook in December began rolling out a series of changes to stem hoaxes, clickbait, and false news stories like those that spread ahead of last year's U.S. presidential election. Ahead of the election, Facebook users saw fake reports saying that Pope Francis had endorsed Republican Donald Trump, and that a federal agent who had been investigating Democratic candidate Hillary Clinton was found dead. An array of other services such as Twitter and Snapchat offer competing ways to find trending news. Last month, Alphabet's Google overhauled its mobile search app to include personalized feed links. So again, it's going to be important for you to be able to word things in your news feed. If you are broadcasting from a page and you want to get in front of people, it's really important to make it, there's the old thing, and I'm not sure if this is actually necessarily related or not, but in whether it's Facebook or YouTube, or if you're publishing a book, and in your description, you put items in there that relate to what people are interested in. So you can say things like, if you want to be noticed like the Kardashians, right? So having Kardashians in your title or in your description may kick your post, kick your story, kick your item into a place where people who like the Kardashians may see it. You're going to want to make sure and do that. If you're in the space of coaching, by putting this is a secret that Tony Robbins, has not shared with his fans that helps him get more people to follow him, or something like that, right? In that, having his name in there is that one thing that people say, I want to see anything that has to do with Tony Robbins, then that is going to bring your post possibly into a space where they can see it. Do you see what I'm saying? So you're going to have to be understanding and pay attention to what it is that you put in your titles. It's really important. For tagging and whatnot. It's even more important now when Facebook is talking about featured topic, that the featured topic that people are interested in seeing, that your topic may be that thing, the way you worded it in the description and in the title, now gets shown to those people that are interested in that topic. Do you see what I mean? So this may be something that's important for you to understand. And so pay attention to it. I can be totally off base, but I don't think I am, because how else is a featured topic going to get on somebody's list if they're not interested? And if you put that interesting thing in your title, then that's probably going to get in front of their eyes. So really important as you're tagging and naming things. I'm not as careful on some of the things that I title as I should be probably, and really need to heed my own training and my own discussion here. And so that is super important for you to do so. All right. So that's all I want to come on and talk about, is just these two things are really interesting. Watch what's happening with YouTube TV and YouTube Live. And see if that's maybe where your audience is. Remember, as we're talking about, I don't have the book here. It's Russell Brunson's book. What I talk about is that you want to get this book, and I think that makes it even more important to get this book, because it talks about how is it that you need to get in front of the people that you're trying to market to. How do you do that? How do you take your bait and put it in the right fishing hole to catch the fish you're trying to catch? How do you do that? And one of those things is by understanding where your audience is. Is your audience going to be on YouTube? Are they going to be paying attention to YouTube Live? Are they going to be paying attention to YouTube TV? Right? And so understanding that and knowing that, because you may need to be in that lake fishing for them there. You may need to be in LinkedIn, you may need to be in Twitter or Snapchat or whatever, knowing where they're at. And in most cases, I think that most people are on Facebook, but I don't know your niche. I don't know what it is you're trying to sell. I don't know who it is you're trying to reach. You need to find out where those people are. And it very well might be on YouTube, right? As much as I do on Facebook, you may need to be somewhere completely different. All right. So, and then paying attention to what you're titling your stuff, because what you title it and what you put in the description may be important so that it actually gets shown to people that need to see it. And for sure, if you're doing Facebook advertisement, you need to have those keywords in there and those tags in there that get it in front of the people that want to see what it is that you're offering. All right. So this is becoming more and more important as algorithms are changing, as there's getting to be more players in the space for live streaming. You need to be up on it. So in review, set up your Google alerts so that you can get notified when news like this. If this is the space you're in, live streaming, make sure that you are getting any news that's related to live streaming, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Twitter Live, Instagram Live, whatever that is, and make sure those are some of the keywords you're looking for so you can get the news on those things. If you are in another niche, make sure that you are setting your Google alerts so that you get notified on news that's going on the internet and related to your niche. All right. So super important. All right. I put a link for Russell Brunson's book. If you don't have it, you need to get it. Absolutely need to get it. I'm telling you, and this is not a pitch for you simply just to buy. Actually buy. It's free. You just have to pay for the shipping. It is a good book. I was at the doctor's office today reading it. I was at lunch reading it. Last night when I was going to bed, I was reading it again. I'm going to be on my third time very shortly. So if you've not followed that link and gotten that book, is that right? Gotten that book? Have you not? Yeah, if you've not gotten that book. Why does that sound so funny to me right now? You need to do it. It only takes a second. Click, pay for the shipping. If you don't like the book, tell Russ you didn't like the book. He'll give you your shipping back. That $9 back, whatever it is. It's almost $10. I think it's like 9 something. So do it and don't hesitate. All right, that is it. Just stay up to date on what's happening. If you're in the live streaming area, if you're hoping to get in front of people, you're gonna have to decide. Not decide. You can do both, right? You may need to do both. And so it's just being aware of what's happening out there and knowing what it is you need to be doing. All right, that is it. I can see that people are watching. I can see you. Why didn't you put your name? I didn't tell you to, right? Put your name and put where you're watching from so you can see. I have one more thing. I'm going to go ahead and put the link of this in here too. I'm going to be doing a marketing webinar. It's primarily for the pet industry, but it's the same stuff I'm going to be teaching anybody else, right? I'm just going to be focusing on the pet industry. And so if you are in the pet industry or nobody that is, if you wouldn't mind sharing this link with them, it is the registration page. Next Friday at noon, I'm going to be doing a webinar in Webinar Jam, and it's going to be the first in a series of training for wow, that is a really long URL. I need to get a bit.ly link for that too. That's super long. You need to register, and it really doesn't matter what business you're in. It'll be relevant to YouTube, but it's going to be the first in the series on marketing for essentially the pet industry. But again, it's for anybody. So go ahead and register there. Send it to your friends that may be in the pet industry or anybody that needs to understand a little bit better about how to market their business. It'll work either way. All right. So, but just know I'm going to be talking to dog trainers and dog food companies, creators, dog food creators, people that are selling leashes, dog walkers, groomers, whatever it is. If you're a groomer and you need to know this, how to market yourself as the authority in your niche in the pet industry. All right. So go ahead and click on that link and register, and I will see you there on that thing on Friday. But I will be posting live. I'm on a 30-day challenge that 22 Social has put out, a 30-day challenge to do a Facebook Live every day for 30 days. And I'm doing it. And this is just know that I will be live tomorrow talking about another subject. And that Google alerts is really important for me to be able to do that because I'm getting news every day in the live streaming area. All right. That is it. I will talk to you later. Take care. Bye.